can be summed up is, fall in love with someone, love someone and create art, and that's Xanadu. And that's Xanadu.
It takes the premise, it takes the score, it takes 4 other songs, and we just run with it.
I love that it's so different from parts I've played before. I love that I'm being graceful or trying to be graceful, and I love all the different characters that I play. I love having fun with the Australian accent, and I love skating now. Seems like forever, every day, thought I could never feel this way. Is this really me? I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive.
I know that my daughter called me and said, "Dad, you got to do this. It's big." And she was right.
I do like a great 40s Gene Kelly tap dance, roller skate, play a rocker, play a cyclops. I freaking have one eye on my head. Like that, as an actor, that is so fulfilling.
When I was a kid, I skated around to this song incessantly, and I was obsessed with Olivia Newton-John and the show.
Well, I haven't watched it in years, so for me it was like memories and just terribly funny, like seeing a part of myself that was so long ago.
First of all, I love the music. I love the book. It's very clever. It's very silly. It's very sweet. And I love the character of Sonny.
Well, I wanted to be Gene Kelly when I was about 13 years old because I'd seen The Three Musketeers, and I wanted a D'Artagnan suit and duel my way around the streets of Yorktown. That didn't happen, but this is a part that Gene Kelly once played, and so I feel very privileged to be doing it for that reason.
Whenever you're away from me, wherever you go, you're never far away from me. I want you to know I only have to close my eyes, dear, and suddenly I'm where you are.
All the purists of the movie will be happy because there are things from the movie, sort of things from the movie, and then another story, basically. So everybody will be happy.
Sometimes we get a lot of applause during the starts of songs, and the music is so great. I think that was the one really salvageable thing from that movie, that and Olivia.
I can't believe that I met Olivia Newton-John. It was, the biggest thrill of my life. The biggest thrill. I mean, and I was a kid just skating, and I actually wanted to be her.
To have her come up on stage and then tell us that she spent the whole time laughing it's like icing on a really, really great cake.
I have to admit, I was nervous knowing she was in the audience. I felt like today was a little bit more of a rocky show because I was like, oh no, is she going to know that I love her and that I'm not making fun of her, and stuff like that.
You gotta have a sense of humor about yourself, otherwise, what is life about? I mean, goodness.
A disguise? Tell us now of this disguise.
First, I shall not call myself Clio. I shall call myself Kira.
You've thrown them off the track now.
Secondly, I will wear roller skates and leg warmers.
You shall be as current as today's headlines.
And thirdly, I will sport an Australian accent. Good day, mate.
It's dangerous. We James Carpinello, who was our first Sonny, broke his foot and his leg in the middle of rehearsing for the roller skating. So it's both kind of sublime and always riding the razor edge of danger.
I was a hockey player, so the fact that I got hurt roller skating is ridiculous. I mean, for all the massive, exciting falls I had during the show, this was not one of them. This was just a silly slip.
I was so worried because I love James, and I was so worried when he broke his leg. I was like, but we all get along so great. Like, what if we don't get somebody nice? And like with Cheyenne, we couldn't have gotten somebody nicer.
Chris called me, Chris Ashley, and said, James broke his leg and his foot in 3 places. We're screwed. Is there any possible way? And I knew what he was asking, and my heart sank, but I also kind of got a little excited.
A lot of these actors are people that I have long-term relationships with, and they're kind of nonstop fun. They're people who I really trust and say, like, here's the scene, here's what I think it's about, now go play.
It's like playtime. It is. It's like you open the toy box and you get to pick out everything that's fun and do it. And I'm having the time of my life.